Hello everyone, my name is Michelle Mayberdon and I'm going to report Rizal at Ateneo and UST. In his first year term, 1872 to 1873, Jose Rizal was sent by his parents to Manila for further schooling. On June 10, 1872, Jose accompanied by Pasiano and went to Manila. He took the entrance exams on Christian doctrine, arithmetic, and reading at Colegio de San Juan de Letran and passed them. But Don Francisco, who first wanted Rizal to study Letran, but his father changed his mind and decided to send him in Ateneo instead. And so Rizal tried at the Ateneo Municipal. Father Magin Fernando, who was the college registrar, refused to admit him for two reasons. First, he was late for registration, and the second is he was sickly and undersized for his age, because Rizal was 11 years old at that time. But, however, upon the intercessions of Manuel Cires Burgos, nephew of Father Burgos, who was a close friend and associate of Pasiano Rizal, Jose Rizal's older brother and mentor. He was reluctantly admitted at the Ateneo, which was located at Intramuros, outside the walls of Manila. He was the first of his family to adopt the surname Rizal. Their family name, Mercado, became suspicious of Spanish authorities. Since Mercado, the first surname of the family, had come under suspicion of the authorities because it was the name used by Pasiano when he was studying and working with Father Burgos, in whose house he lived. Jose adopted the second surname Rizal. So Jose Rizal boarded a house on Caraballo Street, and it was 25 minutes walk from the college, and it was owned by spinster named Titay, who owed Rizal family at 300 pesos. So next is Jesuit system of education. The Jesuit system of education is more advanced than that of other colleges in that period. It trained rigid and religious instruction and promoted physical culture, humanities, and scientific studies. It also offered courses in Bachelor of Arts and vocational courses. The students heard Mass in the morning before beginning of the daily class, because classes in every subject were opened and closed in prayers. So students were divided into two groups: the Roman Empire, who is consisting of the internos, also known as birders, and the Carthaginian Empire, composed of externos, a non-birder. For the Romans, they have red banners, and for the Carthaginians, they have a blue banner, and they were in constant competition for supremacy in this class. So the two groups has an emperor, which is the best student, and the Ateneo students in Rizal's time wore a uniform which consisted of hemp fabric trousers and striped cotton coat. So as you can see, there is a picture on the side of Jose Rizal wearing his uniform at that time. So in June 1872, Rizal first heard Mass, and it was his first day in class in Ateneo. Father C. Beck, a tall, thin man, an ascetic face, and a sharp nose like a Greek, he was Rizal's first professor in the Ateneo. Rizal was placed at the bottom of the class. He progressed rapidly, and at the end of the month, he became emperor, the brightest pupil in the class, and he was awarded a religious picture as a prize, and the first prize he ever won at the Ateneo. He took private lessons in Santa Isabel College to improve his Spanish. In the summer vacation 1873, he only placed second at the end of the year because he resented some of the remarks of his professor, although all his grades still marked excellent. The end of the school year in March 1873 and the start of his summer vacation. His mother was in prison. She was imprisoned for 2.5 years on trumped up charges of poisoning her brother's wife. He went to Santa Cruz to visit his mother and showed his brilliant grades, which made his mother very happy. So next is in his second year in Ateneo, 1873 to 1874. So Jose regretted having neglected his studies at the beginning of the semester, but he regained the title of emperor. At the end of the school year, he received excellent grades in all subjects and two gold medals, one in topography and other in agriculture. He was later to qualify as a surveyor and expert assessor, and he then returned to Calamba in March 1874 for the summer vacation. So next is the prophecy of mother's release. So Rizal immediately go to Santa Cruz in order to visit his mother, and they had conversation of his mother Doña Teodora told her son of her dream the previous night. Rizal, interpreting the dream, told her that she would be released from prison in 3 months' time. Rizal's prophecy became true. Barely 3 months passed, and Doña Teodora was set free. So next is the teenage interest in reading. So during Jose Rizal's summer vacation, he began to take interest in reading romantic tales, love stories, romantic novels, fiction, and non-fiction stories. And the first favorite novel of Rizal is The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexander Dumas. It made a deep impression on him. He also read the Summer Lactation in 1874 in Calamba, Cesar Cantos' historical work entitled University History, and lastly, Travels in the Philippines by Dr. Fyodor Jagor. So in his third year in Ateneo, 1874 to 1875, June 1874, Rizal returned to the Ateneo because it's the opening of their school year, and her mother arrived there and happy told him that she was released from prison. But despite the family happiness, Rizal did not make an excellent showing unlike the previous year because he won only one gold medal in Latin, and he also failed to win the medal in Spanish because he was beaten by a Spanish student who could naturally speak Spanish. So at the end of the school year was March 1875. So in his fourth year in Ateneo, 1876 to 1877, June 1876, he returned to Manila for his fourth year term. He finished his last term in Bachelor of Arts and obtained the highest grades, excellence 97 to 100% in all subjects. In philosophy, biology, chemistry, languages, mineralogy, zoology, and etc. In March 23, 1877, he graduated as a valedictorian and a commencement day. He was only nearly 16 years old that time. And that's all. Thank you.